Hello all, welcome back to my channel TechSense. In my previous video, we discussed about cloud computing and what are the types of cloud models. In this video, we will discuss about types of cloud services. How many types we have in cloud services and what are they? Cloud providers provide three options to choose to the user. Based on the requirement, an organization opt any one of them or maybe they can use all of them. We have three type of cloud services: PaaS, platform as a service; IaaS, infrastructure as a service; SaaS, software as a service. Let's understand each one of them in detail. This is the shared responsibility model, as you're seeing in the picture. It ensures cloud workload are run securely and in a well managed way. Depending on the service you're using, the cloud provider is responsible for some aspects of the workload management, and the customer or end user is responsible for other aspects of the workload management. And in some cases, both share the responsibility. For example, an organization have to build a website and they have to host the application. So they will opt for the Azure or maybe IBM or maybe Google Cloud. Then they host the website on the cloud platform. So we need to understand what are the responsibilities and cloud provider have, and being an end user or being a customer, what are the responsibilities I need to perform. So based on the each model, based on the each types of services, the responsibility differs. For example, if you go with the on-prem, then the organization need to set up the whole data center. They need to maintain their networking infrastructure. They need to install the routers. They need to manage these database servers as well. They will be the one who will be installing the operating system also, and application and database as well. Of infrastructure as a service, the end user need to only focus on the operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and application. So the cloud provider will provide you the space and they will set up the networking thing for you. So you just need to rent the VM and install the softwares you want, install the operating system, and try and start using it. At the same time, if we talk about platform as a service, then being an end user, I'm only responsible to manage my application and data. All of the things like operating system, middleware, runtime, virtualization, server, storage, networking, all of the things will be managed by cloud provider. So we have to just host the website or our application or maybe a task, just host at their environment. Software as a service means being an end user, I need not to perform any action. I need not to manage anything. I just subscribe to their service and start using it instantly. Let's understand each one of them in detail now. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service is the most basic category of cloud computing services. With IaaS, you rent IT infrastructure, servers and virtual machines, storage networks, and operating systems from a cloud provider on a pay as you go basis. It means, if, for example, if you have to host the website, then cloud provider will give you the space, storage, and you need to install your softwares, whatever you want to install. So being an end user, I need to install the OS, maybe Linux or Windows based on my requirement. I need to maintain the operating system patches as well, security patches. I will be the one who will be monitoring the application logs also. I need to manage the backup recovery plan and disaster recovery plan as well. Basically, IaaS requires the most user management of all the cloud services. The user is responsible for managing the operating systems, data, and applications. Here are the characteristics. Pay as you go. We just rent out the space, storage, and all of the things. So, whatever you're using, you need to pay for it, not extra. In terms of ownership, User is responsible for the purchase, installation, configuration, and management of their own software operating system, middleware, and applications. As in, you need to install the softwares, so you have to buy the keys for maybe Windows Server or Linux, and you have to install the patches and all of the things. Cloud's provider responsibility is just to ensure that all the space storage is available for usage. Now let's see what are the most common areas where we use this IaaS. This is the most commonly used model if an end user have to host the website, because it should be 24 by 7 up and running, and user also wants to monitor its data and coding and all of the things for migration purpose as well. Let's say the user have its own data center, and to reduce the technical staff and to reduce the costing part, they have to migrate their whole infrastructure, so they can opt for this model. So we understood the characteristics of the IaaS and what are the most commonly areas where we use this model. Let's understand platform as a service in detail. What is platform as a service? It provides an environment for building, testing, and deploying software applications. The goal of PaaS is to help create an application as quickly as possible without having to worry about managing the underlying infrastructure. In a layman language, the cloud provider will provide all of the things. You just come and host your code and start using it. Operating systems also will be provided by the cloud provider. All of the security patches, maintenance, maybe weekly maintenance, monthly maintenance, all of these things will be maintained by cloud provider. Being an end user, I just need to maintain my whole the application and the data part. That's it. So here are the characteristics. Pay you go. You just pay for the services which you are using. User is only responsible for managing its application and data. Cloud so provider is responsible for operating system, network, server configuration, security patches, maintenance, backup plan, disaster recovery, everything. Everything is managed by cloud provider. Let's understand use case scenarios. What are the commonly used areas where we use platform as a service? To reduce the execution time for the application, that's for sure. Because if my team will be spending the time in maintaining the infrastructure, installing the servers, installing the softwares, what are the requirements, all of the things, then my team will not be focused to build the application. But if I choose this option, they can consume their time to build the application. So it definitely reduces the timeline and hence increase the productivity. Analytics. Tools provided as a service with PaaS allows organization to analyze and mine their data. They can find insights and patterns and predict outcomes to improve business decisions such as forecasting, product design, and investment returns. So we understood IaaS, PaaS. Now let's talk about software as a service. Software as a service is a software that is centrally hosted and managed for the end customer. It allows users to connect to and use cloud based apps over the internet. It means being an end user, I need not to do anything. I just choose the application what I want to use and subscribe for it. That's it. It is typically licensed through a monthly or annual subscription, and Office 365 is an example of SaaS software. Here are the characteristics. Pay for the subscription. User is not responsible for any maintenance. Cloud provider is responsible for all the maintenance related to applications. Now let's see what are the commonly areas where we use this SaaS software. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of each and every model. If we talk about IaaS, the advantage is quick accessibility of applications. Yes, because the server is with the end user, they can access it and they can see all of the things. So it's a quick accessibility of the applications. Pay as you go. Yeah, we are paying for the service which we are using. Shared responsibilities. So the technical staff is required, but not at that extent. So the cloud provider will be providing us the space, storage, and network things. So we did not need to manage them at all. Yes, it is flexible as well. At any point of time, we can start using it or maybe stop it. But the disadvantage is users need to manage server. Yes, because cloud provider will only provide you the space, but we will be the one who will be installing the servers and all of the things. So we need to manage it. If we talk about PaaS, so the advantage is user do not need to configure servers. So the operating systems will be installed automatically. All of the servers, we just ask them to install. They will be the one who will be installing the servers. Pay as you go is one of the advantage. We do not need deep technical skills also. Why? Because we are not managing any server. And yes, there are shared responsibilities, and the responsibilities are less as compared to IaaS model. So if we talk about PaaS, the responsibilities are less being an end consumer. So the cloud, being a cloud provider, they have more responsibilities. And of course, increased productivity, because I am not the one being an end user. I'm not the one who is investing their time managing all of the things. So it's already there. I will be the one who will be focused in developing my application. That's it. Disadvantage, yes, there is disadvantage, platform limitations, because I cannot monitor my server. I cannot monitor my space. I can't see what are the things that happening inside it. So yes, this is the disadvantage also. This is the same disadvantage with SaaS model as well. But the advantage is pay only for subscription. It's a bit cheaper because the application is there, so we need to pay for the subscription only. And it's a quick application because there is no use it, just sign up for the thing and start using it. And since it's online and it's already a cloud, no limitations the network level, we can access it anywhere. So basically these are the advantages and disadvantages for each and every model. Being an end consumer, and based on my requirement, I can choose any one of them, or maybe I can choose all of them for different perspectives. Let's understand a case study. So there is an organization, Contoso Limited. They want to set up their website so that they can make it publicly accessible. Also, they need Office 365 for their employees. And in the website, they want to do some tweaking and some workflows to make their business process up and running. To deploy their website, they should choose IaaS because the website will be up and running 24 by 7. In that case, if they choose IaaS, they can monitor their servers, and it will be very easy to deploy their code if there is any change in the website. For Office 365 for their employees, they can go for SaaS service, software as a service. They need to just sign up for it, and the credentials will be provided. And for any business process workflow, let's say to shoot out and birthday email to their customers, or for any approval process, they want some logic behind it. So they can go for PaaS service, because to deploy that logic, we need not to have the whole server with us. So you just opt for this option, platform as a service, and by this way, we can reduce our cost and reduce our time, and we need not to have that much of technical stuff. So it's cost efficient, less time consuming, and hence highly productive. That's it for today's guys. In my next upcoming video, we will discuss about rest of the topics. For any query, please write down in comment section. You can also email us at mytexans@gmail.com or visit our website https://texansconsulting.com. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.